Mic check, mic check. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to Jabberwock Tavern. I'm your host today, Blake Mage. Today we are going to continue playing Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. So in the last stream we already finished the second case, the Walking Dead. Now we are going to start with the case 3, the Origins of Horus. So in case you didn't remember, Horus is, our main character, Tyrion Cuthbert, has a special power that is called Eye of Horus that makes him can what is it again? Make him can read her conversation partner's emotion or thoughts. So I believe that by the title of this third case is that we are going to go deeper into the origin of the eye. So let's start this case then. Oh, Frey Cuthbert. I suppose this is maybe his mother or something. I'm sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things that I wanted to tell you. So many things that I wanted to show you. But I'm afraid that I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. This world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But I've seen you. I know how bright the light within you is. Use my eyes, peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future. Yeah, here we are. Episode 3, The Origins of Horus. Preposterous. Completely and utterly preposterous. Let me recall again. What was this emotion actually means? The first one is happy, the second one is sad, the third one is anger, and the fourth one is fear or something, if I recall correctly. Oh, who is this? Is something wrong, Lord Von Sanctus? You filthy rat, you cheated, didn't you? That's right, you're just a cheat and a charlatan. I believe we are in the middle of a chess match and we win or something, I guess. Name Lloyd Von Sanctus, and his occupation is a nobleman. He doesn't have any arcane art, so he is a normal human here. Do you have any evidence to prove that ridiculous claim? I mastered chess before you could crawl out of whatever rat hole you came from. Do you honestly expect anyone to believe that you could defeat me? Honestly, I'm just as disappointed as you are. I was expecting more of a challenge from the House Von Sanctus. But I suppose all the gold in the world can't buy you a modicum of skill. You little upstart, I will... Oh, this nobleman doesn't have eyes. So he might not be important at all. Von Sanctus' acquaintance cleared his throat and gestured softly to the crowd of spectators. Everyone's attention on... Okay, let me stop here first. I suspect that this Von Sanctus will be murdered and we will become the suspect of the suspect of the murder. Just my hunch, but let's see if I'm correct or not. Let's see. Yeah, and you can see the crowd muttering amongst themselves. His undignified behavior probably isn't doing any favors for his public image. Realizing himself, he tries to regain his composure. It's preposterous. He walks away, muttering the word preposterous under his breath a few more times. It sounds like he's trying to reassure himself more than anyone else. Hold on a second, let me fix this. Okay. So that was something. Yeah, I know that he would get angry, but I didn't expect him to make a scene like that. Well, you did insult him. Not to say that he didn't deserve it. Come on, I love seeing these conceited nobles lose their minds when I beat them. It's half of the fun playing these tournaments. Wow, where is this confidence when we are in the courthouse? That is, court cases are different. I have to deal with real-world elements during a trial, and that includes Prosecutor Stillwind. Prosecutor Stillwind, huh? I wonder if she plays chess. Now there is a thought. You wonder if she'd be willing to play against you sometime. She can't be any worse than these pampered nobles. Anyway, we should celebrate somewhere in town. Even if he was a pushover, you just beat one of the top-ranked chess players in the kingdom. To be honest, you had your reservations about returning to the city of Origins. If you weren't facing one of the 4 pillars, you would have never come back here. You'd rather leave this city as soon as possible. I saw a cafe while we are walking around. The food smelled great. I'd like to go there. We could always go to one of the cafes in the hospital. There are plenty of places to choose from there. Trust me, I've traveled around the world. There is nothing better than a food from a thriving port city. Alright, I suppose there is no harm in staying a little longer. She does have a point. The city street seems livelier than when you saw last day. You see a lot of business that weren't here before, and they all seem to be very well off. Despite being a port city, Origins used to look like a ghost town. Has the local nobility been investing in the city? You find that possibility very hard to believe. You arrive at the cafe that Celeste told you about. As you enter, you're struck by a powerful aroma of freshly baked pastries and coffee. The scent of baked goods swirls around you. You take a moment to inhale the enticing smells. You have to admit that it's making you very hungry. So you seek to enter the domain of Deathbringer's songstress. Well, if glory is what you seek, then look no further. For you to stand before Mosorika Tudor, Dark Lord of Origins. As you head further to the cafe, you are approached by a familiar face. Oh, we know him? We know her? Mosorika Tudor, merchant. Rika, is that you? Ha, it appears that my reputation precedes me. How good of you to... Wait, you are Tyrion? You're back? Oh, she is happy. Hi. You... Why didn't you tell anyone that you were back in town? Wait, are we from this Origins? Oh yeah, that's why. That's why we got a flashback with his mother. Because we are going to our home. Yeah, something like that. Do you have any idea how worried we've all been? Do you two know each other? Right. Celeste, this is Mosorika Tudor. I was friends with her when I lived here many years ago. Wait, you used to live here? Yeah, Origins is actually the town I grew up in. What? But you were in such a hurry to leave before. Oh, she said. You came here to eat, right? If you are still hungry, I can bring you some of our best dishes on the house. No, I couldn't possibly. Come on, don't be like that. It's been years since I've seen you. And you know how good my food is. Okay, but only for a little while. Rika sets a table for the 3 of you and calls over a waiter. You all place your orders. Wait, I thought she is going to cook the food. It turns out that she asked someone else to cook the food and sits with us. Okay. I want to know all about you and what you have been doing since you left. Let's run away. No, we cannot run away. Let's present the bait, maybe? What do you think about this, Vika? Speaking about such things would be beneath me. In other words, he has nothing to say about it. Okay, let's do a normal talk. So, are you going to introduce us? Right. This is Celeste McCoy. She is my bodyguard. Bodyguard? And Celeste, this is... as if I need such introductions. I, Zurika Tudor, Dark Lord of Origins, High Archmage of the Cadmium Flames, and the proud proprietor of this cafe. Oh, okay. I was friend with her when I used to live here. She's a little eccentric, but she's a good person at heart. Hey! She's also a common folk mage, like you. Ah, so you come from the same humble beginning that I do. Sorry, which spell have you mastered? I haven't really mastered any of them. I know about 7 spells though. 7? That's about 4 times the amount that I know, so that means you know 4, okay? Okay. She's learned even more spells? She's been picking them up rather quickly. I've been usurped. Okay, whatever that is. Tyrion Cuthbert. Oh, look at you, Mr. Big Shot. You're wearing a suit now. And you even have a bodyguard. Did you get some office job in the big city? Something like that. I'm actually a defense attorney now. A defense attorney? I see. Is that why you left the town with that scary lady? Scary lady? Are you talking about Ruby? Miss Timora adopted me when my mother passed several years ago. After that, she began training me to become an attorney like her. Wait, you've been studying to be an attorney since you were a kid? Well, I guess that explains why you are so young for a lawyer, said the 19-year-old Musumi. Yeah, I guess you got me there. I forgot. What is our age again? I think we are 18 or something, right? Where is the profile? I think we are 8. Oh, we are 20. We are 1 year older than Celeste. Okay. How old is Rika? Rika is 19. Okay. Lloyd is 45. Yeah, Oren is old, 64. Arya is actually younger than Celeste. Okay. I think I already made that remark, but yeah, it still surprised me about their ages. Okay, now about Rika's cafe. Are you the owner of this cafe, Rika? You always spoke about opening one when we were kids. Yep, it's all thanks to the Dracogan Trading Company. The company's owner invested in my business idea after trying my food. Because of him, I was able to open up here, just like I've always dreamed. Dracogan Trading Company? I don't think I've heard of them. They are pretty small right now, and they are only operating in Origins, but I hear that they are planning to expand their operation throughout Wyverngard. But I would have thought that Lord Von Sanctus would have weeded out any competition. After all, he owns one of the largest businesses in the kingdom. Lord Von Sanctus? Isn't he that pompous noble that I beat in chess tournament this morning? Wait, that was you? I didn't even know he was a businessman. Von Sanctus Industries invented those arcane constructs that we saw at the Imperial Academy. How do you not know about these things? You practically fight against nobles for a living. Maybe you should start reading more about national politics. Yeah, maybe I should. What about Arena City? Is it just me, or does the city look less depressing than before? Oh right, you left the city before the new merchants appeared. New merchants? Like from a merchants guild? Yeah, the Dracogan Trading Company was one of the first ones. They started operating here and bought the Arcane Refinery a few years ago. After that, the merchants from all over Wyvengard start coming here. Well, being based in a port city would definitely give them an edge. And their presence has really helped the city economy. They aren't owned by the nobility, and they pay their employees a lot more than Von Sanctus does. It's really improved the quality of life for the people here. I doubt Von Sanctus appreciate the competition though. There's even talks of forming employee-run unions. Oh, Von Sanctus definitely won't appreciate that. Okay, anything else? The chess tournament. So, you still play chess? Yeah, I'm nationally ranked too. I heard that an upstart commoner defeated Lord Von Sanctus at a tournament this morning, but I had no idea they were talking about you. Upstart commoner? The name suits you, Tyrion. Hey, do you still do that thing when you play? No. What thing? Nothing, she's not talking about anything. Wait, you are actually embarrassed about it? When we were kids, you did it even more than I did. What? What did he used to do? Why don't you show her, Tyrion? I would rather not. Come on, show us, Tyrion. What? The thing. Show the thing. Okay. I think I'm a little too old for this. You are never too old to tap into your inner duty. Okay, they use the word. Do it, Tyrion. Yeah, do it. The two of them begin chanting, trying to pressure you. It draws the attention of the other patrons in the cafe. They don't seem to care about the confused looks that they are getting. It seems that you don't have a choice. You take in a deep breath. Those who stand in the shadow, those who fear those who fear the light of divinity, your imperials will fall and your armies will perish. Kneel and cower before the divine gaze of the eye of Horus. Okay. Okay. They are trying their hardest to contain their laughter. Well, that's why I don't do it anymore. No, that was great. It was really cool, Tyrion. Her fully contained louds are coming out between each word. And why are you laughing? You were just doing it a moment ago. Yeah, but she owns it. You used to say something else before too. I won't let anyone stand in my way, even if they are a man, king, or god. Yeah, that's it. You still say that sometimes. Oh, looks like our order is here. A waiter brings in the lunch special for each of you. Yeah, why doesn't that's my point. Why doesn't she make the food for us? I thought she said that it's her food that's good. But okay, maybe she passed down the recipe or something. Whatever. The enticing aroma of the meals makes you salivate a little. You gladly devour the meal. Rika's cooking, it's not her cooking. That's I've been saying. Rika's cooking is just as delicious as you remember. Because yes, it's not her cooking, she's talking with us. The hell? You spend some time catching up with her while you finish your meal. As your conversation continues, you and Celestia regale her stories of your past court cases. No, really? Yep, it turned out it was the headmaster the entire time. Wow, I would never figure that out. How did you know, Tyrion? Maybe he saw it with his eye of Horus. You nearly choke on your drink before you realize what she's actually referring to. But wow, I can't believe it. I never thought court cases could be that dramatic. You finish your meal as you continue to tell Rika more about your cases. It's nice being able to walk with her, to talk with her again. You tried so hard to leave everything behind after what happened, but you are happy that she seems to be doing well. Well, it's been nice catching up with you, Rika, but I think it's time for us to get going. What? But we just got here. Rika said. It's okay, I'm sure you are pretty busy nowadays. I won't keep you any longer, but be sure to write, okay? Don't just go and disappear like last time. Yeah, I will stay in touch. You'd better. You exit the cafe and make your way to the local merchants guild to rent a carriage. The city street seems a bit more crowded than usual. It is a little difficult to make your way through them. Hey, Tyrion? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Tyrion? Yeah? Celeste is fidgeting with her hands. It looks like she wants to say something, but every time she starts to speak, she quickly stops herself. This happens a few more times before she seems to give up. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay. You both continue to walk silently as you make your way to the Merchant's Guild. As you make your way there, the streets become more crowded. You hope the traffic won't interfere with the ride home. Hi. Hi, could we rent a carriage for travel to Rathholm? Sorry, but travel outside the city is temporarily closed. What? Why? Haven't you heard? The King's Guard have locked the whole city down. They set up a blockade and everything. Check the city gates if you don't believe me. What happened? As you arrive at the city gates, you see the blockade that the merchant was talking about. A crowd of disgruntled townsfolk are angrily shouting at the knights stationed there. This is outrageous! How long do you plan on keeping us here? Sorry, but we have our orders. We can't let anyone outside the city until our investigation is complete. There is an investigation? Did something happen? Can you at least tell us what's going on? Why is the entire city being blocked? Sorry sir, we are not allowed to release that information. You'll just have to make other arrangements while we sort this out. Actually, I haven't seen you two around before. I will need to take down your names and occupation for our records. What? Why? It's fine, Celeste. We are better off just cooperating with them. It's an invasion of privacy, but you'd rather not resist orders from the King's Guard. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm a defense attorney. Fine. I'm Celeste McCoy, bodyguard. Thanks. You look over to other Kingsguard. They seem to be taking notes of the people here too. They must be making a list of everyone inside the city. But for what reason? I have an important engagement tomorrow. What am I supposed to do now? This can't possibly be legal. The townsfolk continue shouting at the knights. But it's clear they won't be budging anytime soon. What do we do now? You notice that it's starting to get late. We don't know how long the city will be blockaded. We should find a way to stay overnight just in case. You walk into a nearby tavern and see it absolutely crowded with patrons. Looks like everyone else had the same idea. Hey, welcome to the Agwin Tavern. What can I do for you? Could we get 2 rooms for the night? Sorry, I can't even spare 1. We are completely full with the blockade and all. Wait, let me take care of this. Celeste takes out a large pouch of gold and plops it on the innkeeper's desk. Well, would you look at that? One of our rooms just opened up. Only one? Hey, the entire city is locked down. Even with your gold, that's the best I can do for you. What? Embarrassed to share a room with me, Tyrion? No, it's just... You realize that she's just teasing you like she usually does. Best not give it any mind. Well, it's better than nothing. So we are sharing room with Celestia. Okay. So how should we... Oh, I was just kidding before. You can have the bed. I'll just sleep on the floor. What? I can't just let you... Please, we may both be commoners, but you live a cozy life in the city. I'm a mercenary. I've lived on the road for years. I sleep like this all the time. She's got you there. Alright, but tell me if you change your mind. Yeah. Hey, I didn't see you there. I was just walked past him. What? Hey, watch it. Quit shoving me. Wait, whoa. Holy crap, pull me up. I can't hold on for much longer. Oh, you idiot, what are you doing? What? Grab his arm and pull him up. What, have an arm in my hand? What the hell are you doing? Your grip is too tight, stop that. Wait, I can still... No. What happened? I should have been able to... By the scale blood, he fell in. No, I can't use this. That's right. I can still make this look like it was all his fault. Yeah, we are going to be the suspect in this case. Let's save our progress. Why do I have 2 save points here? Whatever. You find yourself falling into a nightmare. Tyrion, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe they made you watch. Are you okay? Right, of course not. Are you going to keep fighting them? Your voice is quiet. Your question barely comes out as a whisper. What? Are you going to keep fighting the nobility? I don't know if I can anymore. Today, they showed me what they are truly capable of. I was naive. I thought that the truth would prevail, but... I'm only one person. I can't do this anymore. So you are just going to give up? You are the only one who will fight against them. You are just going to give up, then. Was my mother's death truly pointless? I'm sorry. Teach me how to be like you. What? You said that you can't do this alone anymore, right? So teach me how to be a defense attorney. I can help you. We can fight them together. Tyrion, you're just a child. I can't just... Miss Timora, please. I don't have anything left. Please just take me away from here. You clutch your hand tightly, feeling the fading warmth of the final message that your mother left for you. It's the last comforting memory you'll have of her. It's a memory that you'll never experience again. Mom. Okay, that's a flashback. You startled awake. After some confusion, you realized that it was all a dream. You didn't have any trouble falling asleep, but your slumber was less than restful. It's been a while since you have remembered that day. That's all the more reason to leave this city as soon as possible. Celeste, are you up? Huh? Oh, why is she blushing and stuff? Celeste was wistfully staring out of the window, watching the rain. Her head whips towards you when she realized that you are awake. Are you okay? What's wrong? Nothing. It's nothing. He wasn't awake, was he? Wait, why is she happy and scared at the same time? She doesn't keep on sharing. It would be best not to pry. Anyways, do you know if the city is still under lockdown? I haven't checked yet. I was waiting for you to wake up. Okay, let's go check the lock. But it's raining. The blockade still hasn't disappeared. In fact, it looks like it's been fortified with even more knights. Looks like we can leave yet. They have even doubled down. The guards, what's going on here? To Tyrion! You spot Rika in the distance as she calls out to you. As soon as she sees you, she breaks out into a full sprint towards you. She looks exhausted. Has she been looking for you in the rain? Tyrion, it's terrible. There was an accident at the Arcane refinery last night. One of my friends who worked there, he fell into a vat of chemicals. He is dead. Oh, Rika, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, Lord von Sanctus is blaming the Dracogen Trading Company. Oh, okay, so it's not the von Sanctus that is passed away. It's one of the commoners. Okay, so we need to shift the blame. Not shift the blame. We need to find the truth that it's Lord von Sanctus that did this. Okay. He's trying to charge the owner with criminal negligence. As the lord of this region, von Sanctus would have a lot of leverage in a legal battle like this. He must be using this accident as an opportunity to oust Dracogen from his territory. Tyrion, you are a lawyer, aren't you? Can you help them? I don't think I can. What? But Rika, I specialize in homicide cases, and most of my clients are mages who have been charged with murder. I never even tried a case like this before. There isn't any magic involved, and there is no killer. Don't worry, I'm sure that the Dracogen Trading Company knows plenty of qualified attorneys who can help. I am not sure about that. Think about it. A lord from one of the four pillar families is pressing those. It's about those with power. No one would want to stand up against them. Yeah. Do you honestly think anyone else will try to fight them on this? She has a point. There aren't many attorneys who will go against the nobility under any circumstances. The only ones who will do are you and Miss Timora. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Really? But please, don't get your hopes up. I have very little information to work with right now. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really out of my element. That's okay, I'm sure that Mr. Dracogen will take any help he can get. Mr. Dracogen? He is the owner of the Dracogen Trading Company. He should be at the old Arcane refinery right now. That must be the scene of the accident too. It would probably be best to start your investigation there. I've been away from the shop for too long, so I can't come with you, but drop by the cafe if there's anything I can do to help. Oh wait, I forgot to check what Rika's specialty is in. You followed Rika's direction and moved through the city industrial district. Okay, I can check it here. Profile of Rika. Oh, she is her arcane art is evocation. Wasn't that the same as... Oh, it's not the same as Celeste. Celeste is transmutation. Arya is evocation though, so we have these two. I don't know what Arya's magic is. So yeah, what is this abjuration? This is the first time we've seen this kind of arcane art. You follow Rika's direction and move through the city's industrial district. It reminds you of your childhood, back when you couldn't control the Eye of Horus. You always avoided this part of the city. It was always covered with an overwhelming fog of misery and fatigue. However, you feel less of that now. Is it because you have more control over your powers, or has something else changed? Maybe it's because this place is not miserable anymore. Yeah. Alright, we are here. You arrive at the refinery and see that there aren't many people around. A few people you do see appear to be from the City Watch. Operation must have been halted after the accident. Wow, so this is an Arcane refinery. I always saw this place as a child, but I never really understood what they do here. Those machines refine the Arcane crystals that are used in the artificery. Those crystals are used as a power source for conducting magical energy. You look around and spot an especially frustrated individual. He seems to stand out from the knights and cleric staff. Could he be the guildmaster Rika spoke of? He takes notice of you as you head further into the refinery. Hello there, you must be the attorney that Miss Tudor spoke about. I am. I take it that you are the guildmaster of the Dracogen Trading Company? Yes, my name is Stefanik Dracogen. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. He doesn't have any Arcane out. I really appreciate you lending your aid in this matter. I already told Rika this, but I have never tried a civil case before. I would need to learn more about what happened before I can... I would need to learn more about what happened before I can decide whether or not I can represent him. I'm honestly not sure how much help I can do. Well, there isn't a single attorney in Origins that will represent me, so I'll accept whatever help I can get. Celeste was right, all of the attorneys are too afraid to stand against Lord Von Sanctus. Where should we start though? This case is probably different from the homicides that we are used to. Homicide or not, the case revolves around a wrongful death. If I did present Dracogen, I would need to prove that he wasn't at fault for the accident. To do that, we should start by finding out exactly how and why the accident occurred. We should also question the witnesses who saw the victim when it happened. And it wouldn't hurt to take a look at the scene of the accident either. The guildmaster would have a lot of knowledge about the refinery's operation. Questioning him might also give you some insight into what happened. Okay, let's talk to him, I guess, the accident. To start, could you tell us what exactly happened? Well, it all began during the work rush yesterday evening. One of my employees fell from the walkway and into a vat of magical chemicals. Those chemicals contain extremely volatile and destructive evocation magic. Because of that, he unfortunately died before we could have pulled him out. I see, but that all just sounds like an unfortunate accident. Why is Lord Von Sanctus blaming you for what happened? There are guardrails on the walkway to prevent people from falling. Supposedly those guardrails broke apart when that employee tried to lean against it. According to Von Sanctus, the accident was a direct result of my negligence to maintain the refinery. But my employees have taken great care to inspect and maintain the facilities. I have no idea how this happened. Is it telling you the truth? This could all just be a lip service. The only way to know for sure is to inspect the walkway yourself. Okay, now next is the victim. Earlier you said that the victim was an employee of yours. Could you tell us more about them? Yes, I hired him just a few months ago. It's the same what happened to him. He was a young man named Justin Wade. Was he a good employee? He was a hard worker, but he was a bit rough around the edges when he first started. Before working for me, I heard that he'd always spend his time with the local delinquents. Miss Tudor practically begged me to hire him. She told me that she wanted to turn his life around. That does sound like something Rika would do. She always had a habit of getting involved in her friend's personal business. Okay, we update that Rika, update Rika's, oh, it's a clue. It's not the profile, it's a clue. When you live a life like Justin, it helps when you have something to give you some structure and direction. So I decided to give the boy a chance by hiring him. He was clearly a hard worker. He did well to earn his keep. He always followed the rules too, so I have no idea why he was up in that walkway. Wait, he wasn't supposed to be on that walkway? The walkway. Earlier you mentioned that Justin wasn't supposed to be on the walkway. What did you mean by that? Well, Justin worked in an entirely different department. He was a part of a team that managed packaging and freight. He had no business being inside the refinery building, much less the upper walkway. That is strange, to say the least. Was he the type of person who wandered around places that he's not supposed to? No, like I said before, he always followed my rules. It all just to make this whole situation that much more confusing. Justin's job, we got his job, and let's talk about the witnesses. Was there anyone around when the accident occurred? Did anyone see Justin fall? There were many employees here at the time, but there were only a handful of witnesses who actually saw Justin fall from the walkway. Who are these witnesses? If I remember correctly, Miss Tudor was one who saw him fall. Sorry, excuse me. Wait, Rika was here when it happened? Yes, she witnessed the accident alongside the harbor master, Morrison. Ah, okay, Morrison is saved by Tyrion, okay? Oh, you're acquainted with him? I am. Morrison was close friends with your mother when you were a child, but after you left Arcane, you went out of your way to cut contact with everyone from your past. But what were all these people doing here in the first place? Rika is a cafe owner, and Morrison is a harbor master. I'm a little concerned about that myself. I'm still unsure about Miss Tudor, but the harbor master was accompanied by a nobleman of some sort. A nobleman? I'm not privy to the specific, but apparently that nobleman had a legal authority to go wherever he wanted to. You will want to ask Morrison more about that, but it will be awkward to speak with him after all these years. Okay, let's find Morrison. Let's examine first. Let's see what we can get. It's a vat filled with chemicals. Okay. We use that to create Arcane crystal. How about the railings? These metal stairs lead up to the walkway above. We can get a better look at the walkway by moving there. Okay, we can move. I can. There's no. I mean, we can move by the normal way. Oh, there is some magical stuff here. There are traces of transmutation magic on this power box. Sorry. It is an artificial device, so that's not out of the ordinary. How about this one? Ah, it's the same. Oh, it's not the same. Anything else we haven't checked yet? Okay. Excuse me, I will have to dream a bit. Okay, now I'm back. Let's move to, I don't know, somewhere. Where were we actually? It's refinery or something. Let's see the walkway. Examine. Tyrion, do you need me to scan for magical traces? Well, there aren't any magical elements in this case, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check. Alright. Let's check this first. It looks like the guardrail completely broke apart. I mean, if you look at the guardrail, it looks like it has a lot of what is it again? Rust? Yeah, it has a lot of rust, so maybe maybe it's because the inspection is neglected or something. I mean, you look at this, it looks like rust everywhere. I mean, I know that it's actually just some sort of liquid or something. Yeah, it's I don't know what was the name again. Noda? Yeah, in Indonesian it's Noda, but yeah, whatever that is. But yeah, it could be rust too. So yeah. Yeah, it is rusted, so I'm correct that. Was Dracogen lying about properly maintaining the site? Yeah, it's rusty. It's a vat of dangerous magical chemicals. Supposedly they are corrosive enough to dissolve anyone unfortunate enough to fall into it. Celeste is watching you carefully. She can be a little overprotective at times. Yeah, what if you fall? Oh, why is there any magic things here? What? What's wrong? There is trace of transmutation all over the... Oh, I see. So the only part that is rusty is this place. The mage used their magic to make the corrosion faster. I see. So that's why only this part that looks like rusty. I mean, you can see that on the right side is not that rusty at all, and the other side seems to be fine too. Yeah. I think that's what happened here. Transmutation? Do you see those traces anywhere else on the walkway? No, it's only on this area. Transmutation on the guardrails has been added to your notes. Hold on a second. Transmutation is the school of magic that changes the properties of physical objects. Usually, mages use transmutation spell to strengthen and repair objects. Did the transmutation spell affect the guardrail? Oh, we are going to deduce it right here. Yeah, right here, right now. Strengthen the cursiveness of the walkway. Yeah. Weaken? Is it this one? What is it? The spell? Weaken the body of the walkway? Which one is it? Yeah, it's weaken the walkway or something. How about this one? Which one is it? It's the guardrail, I guess. Yeah, right. Someone used a transmutation spell to weaken the guardrails. Afterward, the guardrails were so weak that Justin accidentally broke them. And only these guardrails were weakened. The sabotage rails are right next to this vat of corrosive chemicals too. What was the intention of weakening the guardrails? There was a clear intention behind the actions of these unknown agents. Judging by what happened, that intention can only be one thing. The unknown mage wanted someone to discover the walkway, to discover... No. Well, actually, they just want someone to discover the walkway, and that is not maintained, and then blame the drag again. Yeah, but unfortunately, someone did fall. Actually, accidentally caused someone to fall into the vat. Only the guardrail. When doing this, so it's not accidentally caused. Wanted someone to fall into the vat. Yeah. Why else would they only target the specific guardrails? But why? Who would do this? You can feel your fist clenching tightly. Someone committed murder using magic here, and whoever did this had the gall to try to cover it up. Tyrion, you won't forgive whoever did this. When you are through with them, you will make them feel a fraction of the misery that your mother... Tyrion! What? Are you okay? Right, sorry. Anyways, if it weren't for your detect magic, everyone would have written this off as an accident. Magical traces are only detectable for 48 hours after a mage casts a spell. That means that whoever cast the transmutation spell did so recently. Right. Okay. Let's examine this one. I mean, using detect magic.
Arcane.
Okay. We already checked everything here. Let's move to somewhere else. Let's go to the town square, I guess. Is it still raining? Oh, it's still raining. Let's go to harbor. Let's meet with Morrison. You arrive at the harbor in search of Morrison, the harbor master. However, you notice a large concentration of knights in the shipping area. Notably, the Arcane Inquisition is among them. You spot Commander White and Prosecutor Stillwind coordinating the knights here. I wonder what those two are doing here. The knights at the blockade said that they were investigating something. There must be magic involved if the Inquisition is here. Do you think this has anything to do with what happened to Justin? I doubt it. We didn't see any Inquisition knights at the refinery. It must just be a coincidence. You're probably right, but I'm kind of curious about what the Inquisition is investigating. It has nothing to do with our case. It would be best to leave them to their business. Alright. Okay, so this one is interesting. So we are not dealing with a murder case, so we might not face off against Stillwind. So we might see a new prosecutor in this case. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a new change of pace. Let's see. Let's see what kind of prosecutor we are going up against. Oh, you there. Cute Beskler. Okay, this must be Morrison. The knights have closed the harbor. Morrison? Do I know you? Wait, Cuthbert, is that you? Noah Morrison. I heard from Little Mosurika that you were back in town. What can I do for you? We heard that you were at the refinery yesterday. From what we heard, you witnessed the accident. We wanted to ask you some questions about what you saw. Oh, right. Mosurika mentioned that you are an attorney now. What? I just hope you are still not hung up over that business with your mother. Sorry, I guess it's none of my business. Anyways, I'll tell you what I know. Dragogan tells us that you witnessed the accident. It was a horrible thing what happened. No one deserved what happened to that poor lad. Could you tell us what you saw? Well, I was showing a patron around town, and for some reason, he really wanted to take a look at the refinery. Something about checking out the local art of fishery. Okay, yeah, it must mean art of fishery, not art of fishery. Okay, there's a nice pun there. Anyways, he was looking at the machinery, then suddenly Mosurika came running towards us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway and we saw the horrible sight. We saw someone fall into the fan. By the time we couldn't get them to stop the machine, it was too late. That matches up with what you know so far, but what was Rika even doing there? She should have still been running the cafe at the time of the accident. And that patron who was visiting the factory, did they also witness the accident? Hold on a second, let me check my email, I think. Yeah, I just remember about something. Yeah, let's check the guardrail. Where's the email? Could you just tell us how Justin fell off the walkway? Was it because the guardrail broke under his weight? Yeah, he did, but it was a little strange. Oh yeah, I did got some email that I need to follow up soon. That guardrail was made out of metal, yeah? But the way it broke, you would have thought it was made of cardboard. He barely leaned on it and it just broke apart. Even a poorly maintained guardrail shouldn't have broken that easily. Did someone really use transmutation magic to sabotage it? If so, that possibility could clear Dragon's name. But presenting the possibility of a magical crime might just complicate things. Okay? Your patron. You mentioned that you were escorting a patron when the accident happened. Who was he? Did he witness the accident too? I was right there with me when Rika was trying to get our attention. It would be hard to miss it with the commotion she was making. As for who he was, he said his name was Aster. Aster, you don't know anyone by that name. But why does that name sound familiar? Do you know what his surname was? No, the lad was really secretive with his last name for some reason. He must have had a recognizable name. Is he noble from a well-known house? Anything else? The blockade. Why were you escorting this Aster in the first place? Don't you have to manage the harbor? Well, I can't really manage anything because of him. He gestured toward the Inquisition Knights crowding the pyre. They have blocked all sea travels out of the city till this mess is sorted out. They have a lot of knights investigating the harbor. Do you know what they are looking for? Well, you didn't hear this from me. Okay, Morrison. But according to them, Aster's ship just up and vanished in the dead of night. Vanished? As in someone hijacked it? That's the thing, the guards would have noticed if someone had driven off with the ship, especially one of that size. From what I heard, one of the guards could have sworn that they saw it vanish in a flash of light. A flash of light, like something created by a spell. What kind of ship was it? Do you know how big it was? From the size of it, I'd say that it was probably a galleon. A galleon? A spell that scale would have to be pretty powerful to affect ship of that size. Yeah, that's why they call the whatever Inquisition is. I forgot the name. Yeah. I wonder who this Aster person is. He must be a high profile if they are calling in the Kingsguard and the Inquisition for him. All over a missing ship too. You spent some time with him, am I correct, Morrison? Did he tell you where he was staying? If I remember right, he is staying at the local inn near the town square. Wait, that was the tavern that we were staying at. If he is this high profile, why is he staying at inn for commoners? No idea, he's an eccentric one for sure. Whoever he is, he also witnessed the accident. You will definitely want to speak with him. And if he is a noble, there is a chance that he is the mates that sabotage the guardrail. Okay, let's go to cafe. Let's talk with Rika. You arrive at the cafe and see that the restaurant is packed with customers. You don't see Rika anywhere though. She must be preoccupied. Perhaps you should check in when the restaurant is not busy.
Arcanum.
Ah, nothing. Let's examine. Anything? It's a table. It's the rum barrels or something. Yeah. The counter. Okay. What's that? And the plants. Okay, and nothing else, I guess. Let's go back to the harbor. I want to check. If we can find some magical treasures there. Let's see. Harbor. I think we can meet Rika on the tavern, I guess. It's a ship. Oh, she does traveling to the sea. I see. Oh, she got motion sick. I mean, I don't know if she got that from what she said. She might have gotten motion sickness too, I guess, or something. Nothing to check. Yeah, let's just detect magic. We cannot find. I mean, I thought that we could find some magic trace that show us that the galleon is vanishing using magic, but it looks like we cannot do that. Yeah. Let's go to the tavern. Morrison said that Aster is staying in one of the rooms at this tavern. But which room is it? We could always just check each room. That might irritate the patrons though. And if Aster doesn't want to be found, we might alert him if we annoy too many people. I guess you are right. Your family owns a tavern, right? If you had to put a VIP somewhere, which room would you choose? I guess it would probably be the one at the end of the hallway. That's the one I use at my family tavern. Okay. That's the one at the end, this one. Hello, someone does come to answer the door, but they only open the door a fraction of the way. The crack in the door is less than an inch wide. You can't get a look at the person's face. I'm terribly sorry, but if your business is not urgent, I'd like to be left alone. Sorry if I'm intruding, but are you Astor? My name is Tyrion Cuthbert. I am the defense attorney of Stefanik Dracogen. From what I've heard, you witnessed the accident at the refinery yesterday. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about what you saw. Oh, Astor, we didn't see his face. Is he someone important? I mean, usually people without an eyes is not people of importance to the story, but let's see. He definitely stands out from the other patrons of the inn. He must be the wealthy patron that you're looking for. Tyrion Cuthbert, the protege of the infamous Ruby Timora. So you know who I am. I do. I know you very well. I am your biggest fan. Oh, he is our biggest fan. Okay. What? Can't believe it. The infamous Tyrion Cuthbert standing right in front of my... Yeah, what? I've read all about your feats, Mr. Cuthbert. You successfully indicted the head of House Pierce. You didn't think twice about confronting the inheritor of House Frega. And you even defeated Lord von Sanctus in the chess tournament yesterday. I'm so lost right now. Okay, so from the looks of it, this Astor might be someone of a high ranking. Either he is a high ranking priest or maybe a prince. But let's see. I mean, you can see he has a crown there on his head, so. And he dressed like some sort of priest or something. I mean, not priest, but yeah, usually it's priests that wear garb like this. I mean, not garb, what is it again? Yeah, whatever that is. Garb, I guess. Tyrion First Client and the Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdom. How did you find out about that name? The Crimson what? Well, yeah, the Crimson what? Demon Crimson of the Eastern Kingdom? Let us check the... Yeah, Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdom. Okay. Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdom. I need to remember that. Let's take a note of it. Don't ask. Anyway, if you are Astor, does that mean you witnessed the accident with the harbor master yesterday? Yes, I did. Are you going to interrogate me about what I saw? I'll answer whatever questions you have. You have never met a witness that has been this eager to cooperate, but hopefully this means that he won't hide any details about what he saw. That's why I use detect magic. Nothing. Okay. Astor, you clearly know who I am, but I am still unsure of who you are, Astor. My apologies, but I would prefer to keep my full identity hidden for now. He is within right to do so, but you can't help but feel a little suspicious. In any case, what is your business in Origins? I was accompanying a ship transporting goods to Lord von Sanctus. The same ship that was magically stolen? I'm surprised you found about that. Oh, she's scared about this. The King's Guard have been trying their best to keep that information hidden. But I suppose I shouldn't expect anything less from you, Mr. Cuthbert. Flattery will get him nowhere. What was on that ship? It must be pretty valuable to be worth stealing. I doubt there was anything on that ship worth drawing the ire of the entire kingdom. The truth is, during the time that my ship was stolen, I was supposed to be on it. I see, the theft of the ship might have actually been an attempt to kidnap you. That's my current theory anyway. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. He seemed hopefully calm about this. Yeah, I think he is. He got a lot of things like that. Yeah, I think he is the prince or something. He is not the king, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is just a prince. I mean, Prince got a lot of death threats, a lot of kill attempt, yeah, a lot of murder attempt, kidnapping attempt, and yeah, and many things else. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that he is a prince. According to Morrison, you were also in the refinery that night. Did you witness the moment the victim fell into the vat? I did. Could you tell us what you saw? Every detail you can remember could be important. Well, it all began when I was visiting the refinery with the harbor master. I was inspecting the refinery's machine when a girl frantically ran towards us. She was hysterical. It looked like she was trying to tell us something, but we couldn't hear over the noise of the machines. When she realized that we couldn't hear her, he simply pointed at the walkway. That's when we saw Justin Wave fall off of it and into the vat. This next question is very important. Did you see the victim break the guardrail by leaning on it? Yes, he broke a guardrail before he fell. His testimony matched exactly with what Morrison saw. Astor and Morrison's testimony has been updated in your notes. The way he fell was very strange though. Strange? What could he mean by that? You mentioned the way that the victim fell was strange. Did you feel like the guardrail broke too easily? Why yes, how did you know? It matched with the statement that the harbor master gave us. You don't want to reveal the trace of transmutation that you found on the walkway, at least not yet. But yes, the guardrail broke the moment that Justin leaned on it. His body was extremely limp while falling too. His body was limp? Normally when falling from a greater height, one would flail their arms, yes? But when I saw him falling, he wasn't moving at all. He wasn't moving? Did you see the expression on his face? He might have been unconscious. I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out of his features. Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How did you know it was actually him that fell in? Well, who else could it have been? No one else has been reported missing. They also found the remnants of Justin's body in the vat. It was definitely him that fell in. That's true, you don't have much reason to believe that Justin might still be alive. Okay. Are you mates? There were traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, and it appears that Astor is quite the high-profile individual. He is probably a mage, and aside from Rika, he was probably the only other mage at the refinery that night. If you ask him outright, you might be able to see something incriminating through the eye of Horus. Astor, we will respect your privacy if you don't want to tell us who you are, but could you at least answer one question for me? I can make no promise, but I will do my best to tell you what I can. Are you a mage? Oh, is that all? Yes, I am a mage, and I'm quite the practiced one at that. You see, Celeste cast Detect Magic to look at the scene of the accident. We found traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, namely on the guardrails that Justin fell through. What? Here it is. Can't believe it. What? Are you telling me that mages use transmutation magic to weaken the rails? It's a conspiracy. He is happy. It's like something out of the reports I read about it. Wait, does that mean this was actually a murder? That looked like an accident? She is very excited talking with us. I like this fella. Yeah. You don't see anything incriminating and you can see his thoughts clearly. His feeling of happiness are a bit of putting though. And you ask me if I was a mage, does that mean that I am a potential suspect? This is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. This is the first time you've met someone that's happy to be suspected of murder. Yeah. Sorry, it's not right of me to get excited about something this serious. You must think less of me now. But it's like something right out of a mystery novel. That's not the reaction you were expecting. I mean, I did expect this, but still. Nevertheless, it doesn't look like there are any incriminating thoughts in his mind, and all of the emotion he was emanating were positive. There wasn't a drop of fear in there. What could this mean? That means he is not He is not involved in this case, except for being a witness, Cuthbert. How could you not manage to deduce that? I'm ashamed of you, Cuthbert. So ashamed. Okay, let's continue. Either way, it looks like you have found out everything you can from Asta. You should move somewhere else, okay? It's hinted that we should move somewhere else, so maybe we go to Musorica. Yeah, I will end the game when we hit the next checkpoint because, yeah, as you might have heard previously, I need to answer some of my emails. It's a work related, and yeah, I need to do it as soon as possible. I mean, I will continue the stream by playing another game. I will play Star Rail, but yeah, after I finish with the works. Okay? Tyrion, you're back! Did you talk to Mr. Drake again? I did. I'm still not sure what to make of it just yet, but after what I've seen today, I don't think I can turn a blind eye to what's happening. There were traces of transmutation magic on the guardrails. Regardless of their motives, someone sabotaged those rails with the intent of harming an employee at the refinery. If this truly was a murder, I have to find out who did this and why. I will represent him in court for the criminal case. Thanks, it really means a lot to me. On that note, you were at the refinery when the accident occurred, am I correct? Yes, I was. May I ask you a few questions about what you saw that day? Of course, I'll do whatever I can to help. Why were you at the refinery that day? Didn't you have to work at the cafe? I was making a food delivery to Justin. Wait, you were delivering food to the victim? Yeah, he never had the time to make his own dinner, so I always delivered his dinner during his evening break. But that night, I couldn't find him in the freight area, so I went looking for him in the refinery building. So the accident happened while you were delivering his food. Wait, why do we have this psychological profile? Are we going to have psychological deduction or something after this? Oh yeah, looks like we are going to do that or something. Yeah. Did you talk to Justin at all before the accident? I did. When I finally found him in the refinery building, he seemed busy. He told me to leave his food in the break room. He was busy, but according to Jeveraven, he should have never been in the refinery building in the first place. Did he say what he was busy with? He said that he had a meeting scheduled with Mr. Jeveraven. That can be true though. Jeveraven didn't mention anything about this, unless we have gotten a few witness accounts already, but I just wanted to double check. What did you see during the accident? Sorry, I'm sure that it was a disturbing sight. Do you need to take a moment? No, it's okay. It happened after Justin told me to leave his food in the break room. It was my first time inside the refinery, so I spent some time looking at all of the machines. That when I suddenly heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw Justin fall from there. Wait. What? I tried to find someone to help him, but no one could hear me because of how loud the machines were. Before I finally got to them to understand what happened, it was already too late. Did you see the guardrail break when Justin fell off the walkway? Okay, before we continue, that was clearly a contradiction, right? I mean, if she already saw Justin fall, that means the harbor master and Asta could not possibly have seen Justin fall out to the refinery. Either she was lying or someone fell into that vat twice. Yeah, I think that's what we need to find out. Okay. More specifically, did it break from Justin's weight? I'm honestly not sure. I was too busy trying to find help. You have matching witness accounts from Astor and Morrison. They saw the guardrail break. Having Rika also confirm that would be helpful. But you suppose Astor and Morrison's statement will have to suffice. Rika's account of what happened is a lot less detailed than Astor and Morrison, but she did see Justin before the accident. Still have no idea why Justin was on that walkway in the first place. According to Rika, he said that he had a meeting scheduled with Dracogan, but this doesn't match with what Dracogan told you. Either Justin or Dracogan must be lying in that case. What if Rika is lying? You didn't account to that possibility. I mean, I know that Rika is our childhood friend, but still, you need to suspect everyone. Don't trust everyone until it's proven otherwise. You've met Dracogan already, but you still have no idea what kind of person Justin was. Perhaps Rika can tell you more. Okay? Could you tell us more about the victim? What kind of person was he? He was a good person. He fell in with a bad crowd a few years ago, but he was starting to turn his life around. I saw how much he was trying to change, so I asked Mr. Dracogan to give him a job. I really want to help him change his life for the better, but this job just ended up killing him. Yeah, she said. You can't blame yourself for this. No one could have known that this would happen. I guess you're right. It's hard to not think about it, though. Was he the type of person to go places that he wasn't supposed to be? No, not anymore. Not anymore? He really wanted to make a good impression on Mr. Dracogan. He always talked about following the rules. He even got mad at me a few times when I accidentally broke Dracogan's protocols. Right, that matches up with what Dracogan said, but maybe he was falling back into his old habits. Perhaps Rika can tell you more about what he was like before he turned his life around. Justin Bad Crowd. You mentioned that Justin fell in with a bad crowd before. I've also heard that he used to hang out with a band of local delinquents. Could you tell us more about them? Oh, Rika is scared. What is it? What? Rika, this information will help us with our investigation. I need to speak with the other people who knew him. Do you know where I could find his delinquent friends? I'm sorry I didn't know him that well. I should keep quiet, it might make him mad. Rika, are you hiding something from me? What? Of course not. What would the Dark Lord of Aurinek possibly have to hide from you? Yes, she's definitely hiding something. You'll need to argue against her if you want the truth. Present. Where is the freaking testimony? What do you think about this, Rika? Speaking of such thing would beneath me. Another present. Maybe I can present. There's no Justin. Okay, let's present this man. Nothing. Okay, let's present. Okay, I don't know what to present. Testimony. What should I present? Okay, I'm out of things to present. How about Stephanie Dracogan? He's a good person. He invested in my cafe when no one else would. No one can be that philanthropy. I don't think it's philanthropy, it's pragmatism. What do you mean? Nobles like Von Sanctus tend to underestimate the power of goodwill. Wyvengard has a very oppressive hierarchy, and the aristocracy takes advantage of or even outright abuse the working class. They are old-fashioned. They would never want to do business with a common folk mage. Yeah, Von Sanctus wouldn't even hear me out when I was starting out. Dracogan is willing and able to invest in research that Von Sanctus wouldn't even think of touching. That sort of adaptive thinking gives him an edge over Von Sanctus. I see. Okay. I don't think we increase any of psychological feature. Let's show tomorrow. Nothing. What should I show her? How about the food? I'm terribly sorry for what happened to Justin. Are you doing okay? Yeah, it's difficult to think about sometimes. You always hear about these things happening, but you never expect them to happen to people you know. But have no fear, It will take more than this to bring down the high Arcbody. She reverted back to her chuny personality. What? How could that thing complete the psychological profile? What the hell? Justin friends. Masorika Tudor appears to be hiding something from me. She clearly knows about the bad crowd that Justin fell in with, but she is hiding who they are and where you can find them. You will need to convince her to share that information with you. Start an argument. Let's do this, fellow chuny person. Rika, you know about Justin's friend, don't you? Just be honest with me. I am not hiding anything. I really don't know that much about it. I wasn't that close to Justin Ray. I may have delivered his food, but he was just a customer for me. Present. Rika, you clearly know more about Justin than you are letting on, and this proves it. No, it doesn't. Oh, I forgot that I have an HP. I need to think about my choice. Yeah, correctly. Okay, let me turn on my brain now. Let's see. Justin Way, he worked in an inn and was on traffic and had no idea. Not this one. I don't think it's that one. How about this costume? Hold on. Psychological profile. Okay, I don't know what I should give. It's not this one, so but which one then? Ah yeah, she begged Stephanie Draco back. I might have believed that you delivered his food because he was a good customer, but that wasn't all you did for him. You saw that he was trying to turn his life around and you begged Draco again to set him up with a job. You wouldn't do that for a customer that you barely knew. Well, that still proves nothing. I am Masorika Tudor, High Archmage of the Cadmium Flame. Is it so hard to believe that I took pity on a stranger? I only help him because I am a generous person. It would be right for me to equip a commoner with the means to change his life. Which one should I choose? You are a generous person, Rika, and that type of generosity would make you privy to details of Justin's life. You are not a very good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Draco again to hire a stranger. You said earlier that he was a good person. How could you possibly know that if you didn't know him well? Yeah. You said earlier that he was a good person and that he fell in with a bad crowd. How could you possibly know that if you didn't know him well? There are plenty of people who would have said that about him, but he didn't exactly keep it secret. I only knew about him because the rumors that were floating around town. Okay, Dow. You're not a very good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Draco again to hire a stranger, especially a stranger with a dubious past like Justin. What if Justin fell back into his old ways? That would have surely brought about consequences on you and your business. You wouldn't take a risk like that unless you knew him well enough to trust him. Okay, fine, I guess we were friends. Like I said before, he was trying to leave his old life behind. He always kept his past a secret from me. He didn't like talking about the person he was back then. He wanted to forget about it and I never brought it up. It's sort of true, we knew each other for years before he told me about it. He always kept his past a secret. Empathy. As she was sad, but yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, I forgot that I took notes of this. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Where did the notes? Yeah, I need to find it. Where is it? Yeah, I took a note of what to do. Okay, so logic. If I need to use I use logic if this claim contradict against a piece of evidence. I use intuition if this contradict thoughts seen through the eye. So this one is not contradict, so it's not intuition. Use this claim to contradict the displayed emotion. always keep his past a secret. I mean, it doesn't contradict. I mean, she is sad. Maybe she is sad because, yeah, because he keep his past a secret. So it should be a logic, but what kind of piece of evidence? Okay. Maybe it's empathy. No, it's not empathy. Oh, I felt very hard. But it's intuition, but it doesn't seem to be contradiction. I mean, he's sad. She is sad. I don't know. What? No, you need to stay focused. Rika, I don't know why you thought you had to lie about this, but I need to talk to Justin's former friends. Is that really necessary? Yes, I need to know why he was behaving so strangely before the accident. His friends might know something about him that you and Dracogen don't. But that doesn't make any sense. There wasn't anything strange about the way he was acting. I think you're just overthinking this, Tyrion. I think it's the testimony. Yeah, this one. You didn't want to overplay your hand before, but it looks like you don't have a choice now. Rika, Justin told you that he was heading to a scheduled meeting in Dracogen's office, but according to Dracogen, Justin wasn't even supposed to be in the refinery building yesterday. What? Rika, Justin might have lied to you. No, he would never do that. I need to know why he was up there, and so far, the statement that I've gotten from you and Dracogen don't explain that. I need to talk to people who might know things about him that you don't. Okay, we won the argument by a breath of air. I mean, one more wrong choices we make, yeah, we will run out of help or something. Okay, I will tell you where you can find them, just promise me that you will be safe, okay? You have successfully persuaded Mosorika Tudor. Where are the delinquents? Sorry, I wasn't trying to lie to you. It's okay, I'm assuming you had your reasons. But I need to know where I can find Justin's old friends. You probably know already, but a few years ago Justin got involved with a local street gang. They would always hang around the beach area, but one day they discovered an abandoned house along the coastline. They started spending most of their time there. A lone house on the coastline. It's that house, Tyrion. That's probably where you'll find Justin's old friend. So that's why you are being secret. Okay, so she is hiding the house. She is hiding about where the delinquent is because the house might hold something to us. She's actually protecting us. Maybe the house is our former house or something, I guess. I mean, something that has some significance to us. Maybe it's where all accident took place. Maybe, let's see. I'm sorry, don't be. You were just trying to look out for me, right? Yeah. Are you going to be okay? I can go there with you if you like. No, it's okay. I'm sure you are busy with the cafe right now. And it's not as if I'll be going alone. Alright, just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Yeah. Let's talk. Okay. I will try to detect magic. Terrio or Arcane? Nothing. Let's go to the beach. You arrive at the old abandoned house. Upon looking at the home, yeah, it's our home. Our house. You are struck with a flood of memories. Those memories were once happy, but now they only fill you with grief. Tyrion, are you okay? Yeah, let's look around. You wipe your eyes and begin looking around the house. Suddenly, you heard the sound of glass breaking. You rush to look for the source and see two young teenagers throwing rocks at the side of the house. The shattered remains of a window are lying on the ground. Ah, nice shot, Gavin. Gavin Crowell. One of the teens, apparently named Gavin, noticed you approaching. We've got company, Wyatt. Huh? Wyatt Arnold. You stare blankly at the broken glass lying on the ground. You are at a loss for words. You feel like you should respond, but nothing comes out of your mouth. You suddenly find yourself quickly approaching those two teens. What the hell do you want? What the hell? Before you even realize what you were doing, you throw a punch straight into Gavin's face. Your eyes are slowly tearing up. You can only see red. Grab Gavin by the collar. Pull his face close to yours. Get the hell away from my house. Tyrion! Oh, you want to go? Hi, you came looking for trouble. You sure found it. Okay, let's all calm down and just stay out of this, you little shit. Excuse me, yeah, you're messing with the demon crimson of the... What was it again? Eastern Empire? Sure, whatever, crimson demon. Yes, actually, why don't you go and repeat what you said? I said stay out of this, you little shh. 5 minutes later, we got a time skip. 5 minutes. 5 minutes time skip. Celeste? Yes? I'm sorry for losing my temper back there. I didn't mean to drag you into this. It's okay, our emotion gets the better of us sometimes. Celeste, yes? I think you might have overdone it a bit. Nah. Celeste, yes? I don't think he's breathing. Come on, just give him a second. You suddenly hear the very bruised and broken form of Gavin sputtering and whizzing on the ground. It looks like he's finally regained consciousness. See, he's perfectly fine. Our Celeste almost become a murderer. This little murderer. You're fine. Wyatt Arnold, scared. Wyatt is staring wide-eyed at Celeste. From the shaking of his leg, it looks like he wants to run away, but he's too frozen by fear to move. Don't bother running. Even with a head start, I can easily catch up to you. Anyways, these two are probably Justin's former delinquent friends, right? Are you okay to talk to them? Yes, of course. With your emotion in such disarray, you completely forgot why you came here in the first place. Would you two happen to know the young man who died at the refinery yesterday? These guys are after Justin, but he's already dead. After Justin, was there someone with a grudge against him? Wyatt clearly thinks that you were sent on someone's behalf. It wouldn't hurt to play the part to get more information out of it. We are not here to hurt you. We are not here to hurt you anymore. We'd just like to ask you a few questions about Justin. Yeah, sure man, whatever you want. Alright, you to talk. I will work on popping Gavin's shoulder back into place. What did you do? It's a little disturbing how nonchalantly she was saying things like that. Oh, sorry. Let's talk about Justin Way. What can you tell me about Justin Way? According to a few witnesses we spoke to, you used to be friends. Friends is kind of pushing it. We used to hang back in the days, but we don't no more. It was weird when he started talking to us again. I thought he left for good. He started talking to you again. Why? He just needs some of the old gear that he left at the house. Old gear? What kind of old gear? You know, his thieves' tools. All the tools you need for lockpicking and safe-cracking. Tools for lockpicking and safe-cracking? Why would Justin need those? What would Justin need lockpicking and safe-cracking tools for? Well, he needed to get the gold that he owed your boss. He owed gold to someone. Word has it that he was working for the merchant that owns the refinery. I guess the owner trusted him a lot. Justin said he had a way to get access to the safe in the guy's office. Justin was always a whiz when it came to breaking and entering. He even had tools that could crack magical locks. Getting the gold out of that safe would have been an easy score for him. Wait, Justin was planning to rob Drake again? What the hell? This is start to spiraling into somewhere. I mean, The story, yeah, is going to a lot of places. Wyatt apparently thinks that you were sent on behalf of someone, and from what he said so far, Justin owed a non-trivial amount of gold to this person. If this person was some kind of criminal, could they have been the one who sabotaged the guardrail? Did Justin tell you who he owed this debt to? Nah man, he didn't say nothing. He might whack me too if I tell them the truth. So he doesn't. There's no point in playing dumb, just tell us what he told you. Did he give you a name? Answer the question. Oh, Celeste is back into her, stern face. Yeah, serious mercenary face. The eye taker, he owed gold to the eye taker. Oh, we suddenly got the face of the eye taker. And they could have put something like a question mark here before revealing the face, but now we know who the eye taker is. Okay. The eye taker, that must be some kind of criminal name. Why does that sound so familiar? Either way, you need to find out who is this eye taker is. I mean, as you can see that we can update the notes. Yeah, why can't they update the notes face or something? Yeah, the notes picture. It might be best to ask someone else. Okay, let's talk again. Okay, nothing else here. Can I present something about Justin? Maybe about Musorica. Oh no, we know nothing about Musorica. Let's examine. Several weeks. Okay. The house. Okay, anything else we can check? Nothing. Let's just detect magic.
Arcane.
We found nothing. Okay, let's move then. Who can tell us about whatever that thing is? Maybe Harbor? Morrison? Hey Tyrion, yeah, back at the house. What was that all about? I've never seen you get that angry before. Are you said that it was your house? Yeah, it was my house. It was? Ever since we arrived in this city, you haven't really been yourself. If you want to talk about it, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I don't want to talk about it. You are not fine. I can't see it in your face. Please, just talk to me. It's none of your business. Sorry, that's not sound right. It's none of your business. Yeah, maybe that's better. That come out a lot louder than you wanted it to. Celeste, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. With other words, he quickly walks ahead of you. Yeah, I need to talk with this guy. Present these things. Morrison, do you know about the criminal name? The Eye Taker? The Eye Taker, where did you hear that? Oh, Morrison wearing an eye patch or something sort. Maybe he got tangled with the Eye Taker and his eye lost into that Eye Taker. Maybe. So you do know about that. I do. Learn to keep my distance from him over the years. The Eye Taker is the criminal kingpin of this region. Every large criminal undertaking in this region happens under his watch. He is that big of a deal? Of course he is. More importantly, how did you heard about him? From what I heard, Justin Way owed him a huge debt. Justin owed them? I know he used to run around with a bunch of rogues, but I never imagined why this killed him. The Eye Taker might be involved in Justin's death. Do you think someone like him could be behind this? Well, there is a saying we have about what happens when you get on his bad side. Let's just say he reminds you of why he has that name. So you know who Eye Taker is. Definitely adds another angle to this case, but there are still some elements of this that don't make sense. You need to take some time to work through it all. But you should go talk to Drake again first. He will want to see everything that you have found. Okay, let's go to Drake again at the Revinder. Hello, Drake again. Hello, Mr. Cuthbert. I trust you are doing well. We are. For the most part, yeah. We spent some time looking into the accident and the people who knew Justin. I think there might be more to this case than meets the eye. Oh. Sorry, I forgot how I voiced this man again. He's even more taken aback when you mention Justin's supposed to plan to rob him. this is quite a lot to take in. Are you missing any valuable in your safe right now? No, actually, but what is it? After the accident, I did a careful inspection of the building. When I checked my office, I noticed that the lock on the safe was disengaged. The safe was open, but you said that there wasn't anything missing. That's right. When I saw the safe open like that, I was already worried that I'd been robbed. If I double-checked the content, everything was accounted for. Because of that, I just assumed I would forgotten to lock it. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was just a coincidence. I might believe that if it weren't for where my office is located. What do you mean? The walkway that Justin fell from leads to my office. There's a window there that overlooks the refinery. That would explain why Justin was there in the first place. I don't want to suspect one of my employees, especially one that isn't alive, to defend himself from such accusation, but it all just fits perfectly together, except for one thing. Why wasn't anything stolen? Well, regardless, I think you have a pretty good case. So, does this mean you will represent me? After what I have discovered, I won't just stand by and let Von Sanctus have his way. Well spoken, I'm glad to have you on my side, Mr. Cuthbert. Anyway, regardless of why, someone clearly magically tampered with the site of the accident. I doubt the court will find you at fault for what happened. Although, what's wrong? Civil cases are a lot less strict than criminal cases. If we present evidence suggesting foul play using magic, they will treat this exactly like our other cases. Yeah, they might stall the trial until they find out what exactly happened. For this accident, all we have to go is on witness accounts. Finding concrete evidence of what happened would very well be impossible. But the idea of hunting the maids responsible sounds very tempting. So you have work cut out for you. I just hope things turn out to be okay in the end. With Von Sanctus on the other side of this, who knows what might happen. It would be best to keep your wits about you. I can't believe this. I have more important things to do than resolve your petty squabbles for you. Lloyd Von Sanctus. Yes, okay, we won't get new perceptions, huh? That's the way. Yes, the missing ship of your betrothed? Astra is betrothed to Stillwind? Okay. Listen, the sooner you help me resolve this mess with Draco, the sooner you can return being the prince laptop. Okay, so I'm correct. Astra is the prince, yeah. That is to say, once I'm not preoccupied with this case, House Von Sanctus can provide the resource you and the Inquisition needed. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Well, at least this case should be relatively straightforward. Oh, you are just digging on. You just have to jinx it, don't you, Stillwind? This is not a relatively straightforward case. Not when I'm involved. The Tyrion Cuthbert. I don't know, did we have a nickname? I forgot. Well, whatever. So this was a checkpoint and we are going to start the trial next. So, yeah, I will stop the stream here because, yeah, I already said this, but I will say it again. I had works to do. I mean, it's a sudden. I was planning to play this to at least 2 more hours, but yeah, work is work and I had to do the work. Okay then, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, I will continue playing the game tomorrow around the same time, and I hope we can finish the 3rd trial tomorrow. Yeah, I will still do some stream at the later night after I finish with stream, but I will not play this one. I will play Star Rail. I think, yeah, maybe around 1 or 2 hours later. Alright then, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream and see you in the next stream. Goodbye.